The foxy alien girl who followed me back home. The autumn wind carried fallen leaves through the empty streets as Jake Turner made his way home from the late shift at the electronics repair shop. At 28, his life had settled into comfortable predictability: work, home, sleep, repeat. The moon hung low and orange in the October sky, casting long shadows between the streetlights. That's when he first noticed her. She stood beneath a flickering lamppost, her silhouette somehow wrong in ways his tired brain struggled to process. As he drew closer, his footsteps faltered. The woman wore a strange, form-fitting outfit that shimmered like starlight on water. But that wasn't what made his breath catch to triangular ears. Covered in fine orange fur with black tips, protruded from her blonde wavy hair. They twitched and swiveled, tracking sounds he couldn't hear. Behind her, two tails swished nervously, one bushier like a fox's, the other more slender and curved like a cat's, both the same vibrant orange as her ears. "Hello," she said, her voice melodic but uncertain, as if testing unfamiliar words. Jake stopped, his hand instinctively reaching for his phone. Are you wearing a costume?" Her amber eyes, pupils that were neither quite human, fox nor cat, but something in between, studied him with unexpected intelligence. "No costume. I am Kaya. You are Jake Turner, yes? How do you know my name?" His heart hammered against his ribs. "I have been observing, learning." She took a step closer, her movements impossibly graceful. "I need your help, please. I cannot return home without assistance." "Home? Where's home exactly?" Jake asked, though part of him already suspected the answer would defy logic. Kaya pointed upward, toward the stars. Jake laughed nervously, backing away. "Right, okay, this is some kind of prank. Where are the cameras?" "No prank." Her tails drooped, ears flattening against her hair. "My vessel malfunctioned near your planet. I crashed 3 days ago. I have been hiding, watching, trying to understand your people. You work with technology, repair complex systems. Records show you are skilled. I need the skill." "Records? What records?" Jake's mind raced. This was insane. Yet something in her desperate expression, the way her tails betrayed her anxiety, made him hesitate. "Listen, if you're really from somewhere else, why me? Why not go to the government or scientists? Your governments would cage me, dissect me, study me as specimen." Her voice trembled slightly. "I watched your entertainment transmissions. I understand this. But you," she gestured toward him, "you fix broken things and return them to owners. You are kind to the elderly woman who cannot pay. I have seen this, Mrs. Chen from last week." Jake had waived her repair fee when he learned she was choosing between fixing her radio and buying medication. "How long have you been watching me?" 3 days. "Since crash." Kaya's ears perked up suddenly, swiveling backward. "Someone approaches. Please, I cannot be discovered. Will you help me?" Jake heard footsteps echoing down the street. His rational mind screamed this was madness, but his curiosity, the same curiosity that had drawn him to take apart every gadget. As a child won out. "My apartment is 2 blocks away," he said quietly. "Stay close and try to, I don't know, look normal." Jake's apartment was modest, a 1-bedroom with a living room that doubled as his workspace, crowded with salvaged electronics and repair projects. He locked the door behind them and immediately pulled the curtains closed. "Okay," he said, turning to face Kaya in the fluorescent kitchen light. "Explain everything. No more cryptic statements. What are you? Where are you from? And what exactly do you need from me?" Kaya settled onto his couch, her tails curling around her legs. Under the harsh lighting, she looked even more otherworldly. Her blonde wavy hair cascaded past her shoulders, contrasting beautifully with the orange fur of her ears and tails. Her features were delicate, almost ethereal, with high cheekbones and those mesmerizing amber eyes. "My species is called the Vulpellus. We are explorers, cartographers of the cosmic streams. My home world is," she paused, searching for words, "far beyond what your telescopes can see. We have observed Earth for generations, but maintain strict non-interference protocols." "You're doing a terrible job of that," Jake muttered, moving to his kitchenette. "Want some water, coffee?" "Water, please." Kaya watched him with fascination. "I did not intend to interfere. Solar storm damaged my ship's navigation core. Emergency protocols brought me to nearest habitable planetures. The crash destroyed primary systems. I need specific materials and expertise to repair my communication array. Then my people can retrieve me. Jake handed her a glass, which she accepted with both hands, perfectly human hands, he noted, though her movements remained unnaturally fluid. What kind of materials? Rare earth elements, synthesized crystals, electromagnetic coils of specific frequencies. She sipped the water tentatively, her ears twitching with approval. Your technology is primitive but functional. I observed your work. You understand harmonic resonance, electromagnetic field manipulation. You could help me recalibrate the communication matrix. That sounds like science fiction. All advanced technology appears magical to those unfamiliar with its principles, Kaya replied. Is this not what your scientist Arthur Clarke said? Jake couldn't help but smile. You've been doing your homework, but this is dangerous for both of us. If anyone finds out you're here, I know. Her voice softened. I am asking much from you. We have only just met. You owe me nothing. But Jake Turner, I am alone on a strange world, unable to contact my family. They will believe me dead. Every day I remain stranded. Their grief deepens. Her eyes glistened with moisture. Do you have family? My sister. She lives across the country. Jake sat down in the armchair across from her. I can't imagine what she'd feel if I just disappeared. Then you understand. Kaya leaned forward, earnest. Help me, and I will ensure you are rewarded. My people have much to offer. Knowledge, technology. I don't want payment, Jake interrupted. If you're telling the truth, and God help me, I think you might be, then helping you is just the right thing to do. He ran his hand through his dark hair. But we need to be smart about this. Where's your ship? Hidden in the forest preserve, buried beneath ground and vegetation. I used remaining power to conceal it from detection. Can you take me there tomorrow? I need to see what we're working with. Kaya's ears perked up, her tails beginning to swish with excitement. You will help me, truly? I must be losing my mind. But yes, Jake stood, exhaustion finally catching up with him. You can sleep on the couch tonight. I'll find some blankets. Tomorrow we figure this out. As he turned toward his bedroom, Kaya's voice stopped him. Jake Turner, thank you. Your kindness will not be forgotten. That night, Jake lay awake, staring at his ceiling, wondering if he'd wake up to discover this had all been a dream. The next 2 weeks transformed Jake's life in ways he couldn't have imagined. During the day, he maintained his normal routine at the repair shop, but evenings and weekends were spent with Kaya, working on repairing her communication array. They'd made several careful trips to her hidden ship, a sleek, organic-looking craft about the size of a small car. Buried in a ravine and covered with her ship's adaptive camouflage, Kaya proved to be brilliant, her understanding of technology far beyond anything Jake had encountered. In return, she was an eager student of Earth culture, constantly asking questions that ranged from profound to adorably naive. Why do humans spend so much time looking at small screens? She asked one evening, watching him scroll through his phone. Entertainment, mostly. Communication. Information. Jake set the phone aside. Speaking of which, we should probably establish some house rules. If anyone knocks, you need to hide. Those ears and tails are a dead giveaway. Kaya's ears flattened slightly. I am aware I look strange to you. Strange isn't the word I'd use, Jake said softly. Different, maybe, but not bad different. She tilted her head, studying him. You are not frightened of me anymore. Should I be? Some of your people would be. Kaya's tails swished thoughtfully. When I first arrived, I was terrified. Everything was overwhelming, the sounds, the smells, the chaos of your cities. But watching you, learning your patterns, I felt safer somehow. You have a calm energy. Jake laughed. First time anyone's called me calm. My sister says I'm a bundle of nervous energy. Perhaps you are calm for me then. Kaya moved closer on the couch, her presence warm and strangely comforting. Jake, may I ask you something personal? Sure, you live alone. You have few visitors. The photographs in your room show you were once close with someone, a woman. But she is gone now. Why? Jake stiffened. That's pretty observant. Her name was Rachel. We were engaged. She decided I was to focus on my work, to content with a simple life. She wanted adventure, travel, excitement. I wanted, he gestured around the cluttered apartment, This, apparently, she was foolish, Kaya said firmly. You have shown me more genuine care into weeks than I have experienced from many. I have known for years. Your simple life has depth, purpose, kindness. These are not small things. Their eyes met, and Jake felt something shift between them. Kaya's alien features no longer seemed strange. He'd come to appreciate the expressiveness of her ears, the way her tails revealed her emotions, the warmth in her amber eyes. Can I ask you something now, Jake? On your world, do you have someone waiting for you? Kaya's ears drooped slightly. No, my life has been devoted to exploration. Relationships are complicated when you spend years traveling between stars. There was someone once, another explorer named Theron, but our paths diverged. He chose a settlement colony. I chose the void. She paused. I have been alone for a long time, Jake. Me too, he admitted. They sat in comfortable silence, the distance between them on the couch somehow seeming both too far and too close. Jake became aware of how his heartbeat had quickened, how Kaya's eyes had softened, how her tails had curved slightly toward him. The repairs are going well, Kaya said eventually, though her voice had grown quieter. Perhaps another week, maybe two. The crystal matrices are nearly synchronized. That's good, Jake said, though his chest tightened at the thought. Yes, good. But neither of them sounded convinced. The breakthrough came on a rainy Saturday. Jake had managed to acquire the final components. They needed specialized electromagnetic coils, salvaged from a decommissioned radio telescope. As they worked together in his apartment, installing the delicate components into the portable communication array Kaya had constructed, their hands brushed repeatedly. Each contact sent small jolts of awareness through Jake. There, Kaya breathed, her ears perking up triumphantly. The resonance harmonics are aligning. We did it, Jake. With this, I can transmit a signal to my people. They will come for me. How long? 4 to 6 weeks for the signal to reach them, perhaps 3 more for them to arrive. She looked up at him, and her expression was complicated joy mixed with something that looked like regret. I will finally go home. Jake should have felt relieved. Instead, a hollowness opened in his chest. Yeah, that's great, Kaya. Really, you do not sound pleased. I am. It's just, he set down his tools. I've gotten used to having you round. The apartment's going to feel empty when you leave. Kaya's tails stilled completely. I have been thinking the same thing. These weeks with you, they have been unexpected. Special. She reached out, her fingers gently touching his hand. On my world, we have a saying, the stars bring us where we need to be. Not always where we intended. I crashed here by accident, but meeting you, perhaps that was meant to happen. Kaya, Jake's voice was rough. May I show you something? She stood, moving to the window. Rain streaked the glass, the city lights blurring into abstract art. Among my people, we express trust and affection through grooming. It is intimate, important. Her confidence seemed to falter. I find myself wanting to express these things with you, but I do not know your customs. I do not wish to presume or offend. Jake rose, moving to stand beside her. His heart hammered as he reached out, gently touching one of her fox-like ears. The fur was incredibly soft, warm beneath his fingers. Kaya's breath hitched, her eyes closing as a purring sound resonated from deep in her chest. Does this hurt? Jake asked softly. No, she whispered. It feels wonderful, intimate. Jake, I must tell you something. These past weeks, being near you, learning from you, I have developed feelings I did not expect. My kind typically bonds slowly, over years. But you, there's something about you that calls to me. Jake's hand moved from her ear to her cheek, marveling at the softness of her skin. I feel it too. I keep telling myself it's crazy, that we're too different, that you're leaving soon. But none of that changes what I feel. Kaya turned to face him fully, her amber eyes searching his. Among my people, we believe that connection transcends form, that souls recognize each other regardless of the bodies they inhabit. Do you believe this is possible? I never did before, Jake admitted. But now, yes. She leaned closer, her breath warm against his lips. Then may I? Jake answered by closing the distance between them, capturing her mouth in a kiss that was gentle, exploratory, perfect. Kaya's tails wrapped around them both as she pressed closer, her purring intensifying. The kiss deepened, weeks of growing tension and unspoken longing finally finding release. When they finally broke apart, both breathing heavily, Kaya rested her forehead against his. "This complicates everything," she whispered. "Yeah," Jake agreed, his arms wrapped around her. "But maybe complicated is okay." They stood there in the rain-washed darkness, holding each other as the reality of their situation settled around them. They had weeks together before her people arrived, weeks to figure out what this connection meant, and what they would do when the time came for her to leave. For now, though, they had this moment, and that was enough. The signal transmitted on a clear Tuesday morning. Kaya stood in Jake's apartment, her hands trembling as she activated the device. A pulse of energy, invisible but somehow felt, rippled outward and vanished into the cosmos. "It is done," she said quietly. "My people know I live. They will come." Jake wrapped his arms around her from behind, pressing his face into her blonde wavy hair. "We knew this day was coming." The weeks that followed were bittersweet. Jake and Kaya grew even closer, their relationship deepening in ways that transcended physical differences. She taught him to see the world through explorers' eyes, the beauty in star patterns, the poetry in quantum mechanics, the wonder in simple moments. He showed her the value of roots, of community, of the quiet joy found in helping others. They shared everything: fears, dreams, past heartbreaks, future hopes. On cool evenings, Jake would gently brush Kaya's hair while she purred contentedly, her tails wrapped around his waist. They talked until dawn, learning the geography of each other's souls. "Tell me about your world," Jake said one night, his fingers carefully grooming her fox-like ears. "I want to picture it: 3 moons, purple skies at sunset, cities that float on magnetic currents, forests with trees whose leaves sing in the wind." Kaya's eyes grew distant, but also strict hierarchies, rigid protocols. "I chose exploration partly to escape those constraints, to find freedom in the stars, and now I find I have discovered a different kind of freedom here. With you." She turned to face him. "Jake, I have been thinking. My people have a tradition: when an explorer finds something truly valuable, they can petition to stay and study it. I could request an extended research assignment. I could stay. With you." Jake's heart soared before reality crashed down. "Kaya, no. You'd be giving up everything: your career, your world, your people." "I can't ask that of you." "You are not asking. I am offering." Her ears flattened with determination. "These weeks have taught me something. I have spent decades exploring the universe, searching for meaning, for connection, for purpose. And I found all 3 in a small apartment on an unremarkable planet, with a man who repairs broken things and sees value in what others discard." "But," she silenced him with a kiss, "there's another option. You could come with me. My people would welcome you. Earth-human physiology is compatible with our biometric systems. You could live among the Vulpellis, travel the stars, see wonders beyond imagination." Jake pulled back slightly. "Leave Earth. Forever. Not forever. Travel is possible, though rare and expensive. But yes, essentially, you would be leaving your world behind. Your work, your sister, your life here." Kaya's voice softened. "I know what I ask is enormous, perhaps impossible." The choice haunted Jake: stay and let Kaya sacrifice everything for him, or leave and sacrifice his own life for her, or the most painful option: let her go and lose the connection that had transformed them both. 3 weeks later, a shimmer appeared in the sky above the forest preserve. Kaya's people had arrived. Jake and Kaya stood together at the edge of the clearing where her ship remained hidden. A vessel of impossible beauty descended, its hull reflecting light like captured starlight. A ramp extended, and 3 Vulpellis emerged with rust-colored fur, one with silver. Kayavanthoris, the silver-furred one, called. "We rejoiced at your signal. Come, it is time to return home." Kaya looked at Jake, her eyes brimming with tears. "I have made my choice," she called back. "I request asylum on Earth for extended research and cultural exchange. I wish to stay." The silver-furred Vulpellis approached, studying Jake with keen interest. "This is highly irregular. The human, he is the reason?" "Yes, Ambassador Vexus. His name is Jake Turner, and he is everything." Vexus's ears twitched thoughtfully. "The council will debate this. But Kayavanthoris, you understand what you sacrifice. Your position, your family, the comfort of home." I understand, but I have found something more valuable than comfort. I have found where I belong. Jake squeezed her hand, then stepped forward. Wait, Ambassador Vexus, I have a question. If Kaya stays here, can I be approved for travel to your world? Could I visit, learn, maybe even contribute? Vexus's ears perked with surprise. You would leave your world? Not permanently, not yet. I have obligations here, people who depend on me. But maybe there's a way to bridge both worlds. I'm a fast learner. I've been helping Kaya with technology. Could there be an exchange program? Something that lets us both honor our responsibilities while staying together. Kaya's tails lifted with hope. Yes, the first human Vulpellus cultural exchange. Think of the possibilities, Ambassador. The knowledge sharing, the mutual growth. Earth is on the cusp of significant technological advancement. An official relationship could benefit both our peoples.